Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is happy and healthy and enjoying quarantine. Today is Friday. I know for a lot of people, every day feels like Friday because it's just like Groundhog Day right now. I just got my Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee, and I figured we'd pump out a video for you guys. I just got off the phone with my dad. My family is not doing Easter this year, which is pretty crazy. My family seems to be like really. I hate to say buying into it because it makes it seem like I don't take this seriously or don't think it's a real thing. But my family is definitely falling for the hype. We'll say they're taking this as seriously as you can possibly take it. My girlfriend's family is a little bit less serious. We're getting together. It's Good Friday today. We can't eat meat, so we're getting together. Her brother got a bunch of lobsters. We're going to be grilling lobsters. We got a couple of those propane tank heaters like they have out in smoking sections at bars. So we're going to be sitting outside, social distancing, eating lobster for Easter today. I think Sunday is supposed to be kind of crappy, so we're doing that instead of Easter. But what I wanted to talk about in today's video, I got this email yesterday, and I saw an article from about 14 hours ago about this. Lending Club has discontinued D grade notes along with E grade, F grade, and G grade notes. So I've made a couple videos about Lending Club in the past. If you guys search my channel, you can probably find them. I think I made one when I first got on Lending Club, probably back in 2015, and I probably made a follow-up video or two a year or two later, and I believe I've told people don't fuck with Lending Club. It's not worth it. For anybody who's not familiar with Lending Club and Prosper were pretty much two of the larger names, two of the biggest names in the peer-to-peer lending space. You guys have probably heard the term peer-to-peer lending. For anybody unfamiliar with it, how it basically works, traditionally you would go get a loan from a bank. Well, peer-to-peer lending is obviously lending between peers. And this has actually been going on long before Lending Club. There's some subreddits where people borrow money from each other. And oddly enough, most people end up getting paid back. It actually works out pretty well. It's kind of a reputation system. But how peer-to-peer lending works, let's say somebody needs $1,000 for their wedding or to consolidate credit card debt. They go on Lending Club and request a loan. Based on their credit score and risk factors, they're given a grade A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Obviously, the better their credit, the higher the score. If they have an A, they're going to pay a lower interest rate. I'm pulling numbers off the top of my head here, so I don't know, say 4%. If you have bad credit and you're like a D grade, you might be paying like 18%. Lending Club obviously takes a vig off that. They scrape a little bit off the top. And then people like you and me who have money to invest can put our money in the platform. Now, if somebody needs $1,000 to consolidate credit card debt, to take a vacation, to get married, you can get loans for any reason. Rather than me funding their entire $1,000, which wouldn't be very diversified, right? If they default, I'm out the $1,000. You invest in $25 blocks. So of that $1,000 loan, I pay $25, Felix pays $25, Joe pays $25, Fernando pays $25, and all of our $25 blocks make up that $1,000 that Jenny needs for her wedding. And the terms of the loans are either 3 years or 5 years. Back in 2015, this is when peer-to-peer lending was first getting popular. This is when robo-advisors were first coming out. Wealthfront and Betterment came on the scene. Shortly after that, Schwab had their robo-advisor. Then everybody else had robo-advisors. In 2015 was a pretty good year for me financially. I'd left my full-time job. My e-commerce business was doing well. Money was rolling in consistently. That was the year of the hoverboard. Me and my business partner made like 25 grand over 90 days, hustling hoverboards off Craigslist, supplying all these mall kiosks around here. I think that was the same summer we started a landscaping company. So I had a good amount of money to throw into investments. And, I was like a college girl away at college for the first time. I was getting very experimental. Rather than just Vanguard index fund investing, I was messing with robo-advisors. I threw a little bit of money into Wealthfront, threw some money into Lending Club. I think I might have messed with Prosper a little bit, Betterment, Wealthfront. I was kind of throwing money at all these things. But again, today we're talking about peer-to-peer lending. So I forget how much I threw in initially, maybe $1,000, $2,000. And at the time, everybody thought it was the coolest thing, right? Like some of these G notes might have paid like 28% interest. It's like, wow, that's amazing, amazing money that I can make. You got to remember, these are unsecured loans, so they're not backed by anything. If somebody stops paying, there's really no recourse whatsoever. Lending Club doesn't really go after the people. And Lending Club promised these amazing returns. In reality, the returns weren't that amazing. You'd wind up getting a ton of loans charged off where people, just stop paying them. And I remember there was some controversy a few years ago. Lending Club, they were a little bit deceptive about how they showed your returns. Like when you actually logged into the platform and saw your dashboard, it's like, wow, you're making like, 8% or 11%. But they purposely didn't show you your returns factoring in defaults. So I think there was somewhere in the settings where you could turn that on, but obviously they want to show you the better number. In reality, even if it said you were making 8%, you might have been making 1.88% or 2% after all the charge-offs. Kind of how the platform worked, and I'm getting probably way too in depth. Then all I really wanted to cover is they're getting rid of D loans, but I kind of wanted to give some background. So they would they had like 3 packages you could invest in, where there was like a low risk package, a mid risk package, and a high risk package. Obviously the high risk package paying the most, or you could select your loans individually. You could say, okay, I only want to invest in 3-year notes or 5-year notes, or personally, like I would never loan money to somebody who's getting married or going on vacation. Those are things that in my, probably going on vacation more so than getting married. Like people need to consolidate credit card debt. Maybe they can get a lower interest rate, but somebody who's borrowing $10,000 to go on vacation is not somebody I want to lend money to. You should never borrow that kind of money to go on vacation, in my opinion. So I tried to be kind of selective about which notes I chose. But no matter what I did, I had a ton of defaults. And oddly enough, you would think you'd have less defaults among like the A, B, C grade loans. But honestly, I had more defaults among the better rated loans than I did among the lower ones. So then I kind of slanted my portfolio towards more risky. Anyhow, at the end of the day, for a while, a lot of people were really into peer-to-peer lending. In reality, I think my return was like 1.88%. I mean, Wealthfront's cash account within the past year was paying 2.57%. So you're tying your money, you're investing in unsecured loans, you're tying up your money for a period of 3 to 5 years, and the returns are, around, maybe give or take a little bit, what you could get from a high interest checking account, from a money market account, from a cash account. So it just made very little sense to do that. I mean, even buying CDs, you could probably get a rate close to your returns on Lending Club with a CD, and at least there you're only locking your money up for 6 months a year. So I was not at all impressed with Lending Club. I think I made a video initially when it came out, and then I think 2 more. If I already said all this stuff, excuse me, I've made this video like 3 times and stopped it. But I think I've made like 2 videos saying don't do Lending Club. It's just not worth it. I think there's better things to do with your money. But anyhow, without further ado, I've been rambling for 7 minutes. Let's get into this. Grade D notes on the Lending Club note platform. We hope this email finds you and your loved ones safe and healthy. As we've been sharing in recent weeks, we continue to closely monitor the impact of the beer cough on our investment portfolios and are taking action with investor returns in mind. One update we'd like to bring your attention to is that the current environment of D-grade notes will no longer be available on the platform as of Friday, April 10th, 2020. Why are you making this change? Given the current environment, we have been focusing on borrowers with higher credit quality, which has resulted in less C&D loan issuance. Do I need to do anything? If you currently allocate to D-grade notes, including through your automated investing, consider adjusting your allocation to align with your investment objective. Replacing allocation to D-grade notes will help you avoid cash drag on your portfolio, which is the potential negative impact of holding cash in your account. Since you do not earn interest on cash in your Lending Club account, as always, thank you for your business. We continue to keep you informed as we navigate this rapidly changing environment. If you have any questions, please reach out. And I saw this article on Crowdfund Insider. Due to COVID-19, Lending Club will no longer offer D-grade loans. Let's see. Lending Club, that's their ticker symbol, has filed a new form with the SEC. The form FWP states Lending Club has suspended the facilitation of new D-grade loans as of April 10th, 2020. This is kind of rehashing what was in the email. Recently, Lending Club has taken measures to shore up its lending platform that largely caters to consumer borrowers. At the end of March, Lending Club announced an increase in the interest rate charged to borrowers as intrinsic risk increased due to the Modello cough. The increase in rates was taken even while the U.S. Federal Reserve pushed to move rates to almost zero in an attempt to offset the fast contracting economy. Lending Club has said that based on observations of a variety of factors over time, they've decided to suspend the offering of D, E, F, and G grade member loans for investment notes by investors. Existing D-grade loans may be viewed as part of an ongoing shift to improve the overall credit risk of the platform. In November 2017, Lending Club suspended the offering of notes corresponding to the F and G grade loan. So apparently, I guess those were canceled already. Beginning in May 2019, Lending Club ceased facilitating new E-grade loans. Lending Club obtained credit. Okay, so I was kind of confused why they were just talking about D grade when it used to have E, F, and G. I'm not really involved in the platform anymore. I actually do still have money on there. Like I said, the loans they put you into are 3-year loans and 5-year loans. So if I invested back in 2015, maybe it was late 2015, whatever it was, some of my money is just now going to be becoming available. So for maybe the first 6 months or so, I was doing auto investing where whenever new money came in, it got reinvested. And at some point, I stopped that and just slowly started pulling out money as it came in. I haven't logged into my account in probably over a year. I think I probably still got about $1,000 in there. So hopefully most, if not all of that, should be available to pull off right now, if not very soon. I actually tried to log into there recently, but I had forgotten my password and was too lazy to do a password reset. But yeah, I'm definitely going to log into my Lending Club today, pull all that money out of there. I was just kind of unhappy with the platform as a whole. But let me know if you guys have done peer-to-peer lending, be it via Lending Club or Prosper. Let me know what your experience has been. For me, after all the charge-offs and things like that, it was negligible to just investing in a money market account or some type of cash account with Wealthfront. And there I don't have to tie up my money for 3 to 5 years. But we'd love to hear your guys' experiences. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.